up, loves? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiffanie T, Deluxe Realtor. If you're new here, welcome. You guys, I'm here with a start your week with this video. Now, these videos are usually pretty quick, and this one is still gonna be quick, but I really want to take my time because in this video, I'm gonna give you guys 5 ways to improve your execution, right? There is probably nothing worse than having goals, having these plans in front of you, having this to-do list and never getting to it. Or you find yourself doing certain things, but you never see success, right? You kind of never see the level of production that you want, or you just don't find yourself executing on a high level. So I want you to grab pen and paper, and I want you to take down these 5 ways that you can improve your execution. So let's get into it. Way number 1, y'all, listen to me. This was me, okay? Don't say what you absolutely don't plan to do. Stop talking, okay? Stop saying, I'm gonna do this, and this. And one, you don't plan to do it, or you're overloading yourself with tasks. I promise you guys, I am the person to tell you this. In one of my videos, I believe that I've shown you or told you before, I was an author, I wrote business plans, I did real estate, I helped other entrepreneurs start businesses, I was a speaker. I did so much stuff, and my to-do list, I am not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. On a daily would be filled with like 10 to 15 tasks, and I'm one of those people that get satisfaction from checking things off, and I would only be able to check off 3 to 5 for some days. That is the quickest way to literally kill your confidence, to kill your execution, because there's no way that you can execute on all of those things. So when I say making sure that I'm executing at a high level, 1, I have 2 main priorities right now. That's it. 2. Now, of course, on a day-to-day, you have things that you do, eat, shower, those type of things. But when it comes to work and production and what I'm executing on, I have 2 main priorities. Y'all, that's not normal for me, but I feel at peace. Also, when I say don't say what you're not going to do, it'll give you anxiety. When you start to look at the calendar, you look at the schedule, and don't let something pop up in the middle of the day that wasn't in your schedule, and now you can't complete those 10 to 15 tasks, right? So way number 1 to improve your execution is simply don't say what you don't plan to do, all right? Way number 2, and this is really, really big, and I want you guys to hear me because I know that this is something that's pretty popular, possibly talked about a lot, is get accountability partners. Now, I've been listening to the 12-week year, and I love that he said that accountability is more about ownership than it is about consequences if you don't do something. When I tell y'all that was a game changer, because I've always looked at accountability as this person is holding you to what you said. But when you look at accountability as I own this thing, you walk in it a little bit different. And then also when you look at accountability partners, you're going to want people who are also high executors. You don't just want someone who has the same time and availability as you, and maybe you're able to jump on a call at a certain time, right? You may want that person to be an accountability partner who is unreachable, right? You have to schedule times to call them, and if they've been willing to be that accountability person to you, you know that you're not going to waste their time. And so you're owning, again, based on thing number 1, you're owning what you said you were going to do. So by the time it's time for you guys to talk or check in or have your accountability call or meeting, you've been producing, because at this point you're like, I own this thing and I really want to bring something to that meeting. And so again, thing number 2, to really execute at a high level is to get those accountability partners, but get people who are really owning something themselves so they know how to help you to stick to what it is that you said that you were going to do. But also look at accountability as I own this, so I must produce. I can no longer talk. I can no longer just be writing because, right, I've read this before too, that I forget how they explain it, but basically writing down that plan, writing down that goal, writing down that dream, writing that task, that to-do list kind of releases those same endorphins that makes you think that you actually did the work, right? That your imagination at work brings about a level of excitement. And so if you're anything like I was, you're a tasker, right? You'll even maybe have accountability partners, but they aren't people who are really producing. So all of you guys are lacking, right? There was someone in my life who we just acted like we were just road dogs, right? And just gonna produce together. When I say it was easy for me to gravitate to that person because they were just as lazy as me and they didn't produce at the same level that I produce. So y'all are accountability partners to laziness. Y'all are accountability partners to excuses. So make sure that you are accountability partners to a person who takes the same level of ownership that you either do or are trying to take. All right. So way number 2 to really increase your execution or improve your execution is to get an accountability partner that will truly help you stick to ownership. Way number 3. Now, this might sound a little contradictory to what I'm saying, but it's not, I promise you. And that is to write it down. So the first thing that I was telling you was don't say what you don't plan to do. But number 3 is to actually write it down. I am amazed at people who have plans that they don't write down. I'm like, how do you remember? Right? How do you execute? Because the thing about writing it down is it is your imagination at work, for you. But then also writing it is where you can plan it, right? If I have a goal to become a luxury realtor, build an international real estate team, right? Those are like those are my focuses, right? Those are my goals. Well, those are the things I'm writing down. But how do I become a luxury realtor, right? How do I build that team? What are the systems? These aren't just things that you can talk about, that you can babble on about. You've got to write that stuff down so that you do know how to execute, so that you do know what you're being accountable to, all right? So writing it down, like I said, right, because sometimes it can work for you, it can work against you, but I'm talking about writing it down where it works for you. Writing it down really puts your imagination to work. It really allows your creativity to start to flow. And again, it gives you something to anticipate. It gives you something to get up and be excited about every single day. So I am encouraging you to improve your execution. Write down what you're executing on. Don't just think that it's in your mind so you know what to do. Because like I said, one distraction, one phone call, one discouragement, one disappointment can come and completely throw you off. But when you have something that you've written and you can read that thing every single day, now you're able to execute, because no matter how I feel, I see what's on the paper. And based on this first task or this first tip, I didn't write down something that I don't plan to do. So you guys see how this is working all together for you. So writing it down is a huge way to improve your execution because you know exactly what you're going to do. All right. Way number 4 to improve your execution. I got to read this how I wrote it so that I say it right to y'all. Don't overthink it. Do it and the path will self-correct. That's so good to me, because it just really allowed me to just breathe, drop my shoulders, trust myself, trust that I haven't said what I'm not gonna do. I have accountability partners, and I also have written it down. The plan is in front of me. So now there's nothing to overthink. I'm gonna work on the plan. I'm gonna make corrections and adjustments as they come. A lot of times we try to perfect a thing, when to be truthful and to be honest with you, it's when you put it out that you begin to see what changes need to be made most times. So I mean, that one is self-explanatory, guys. Don't overthink. Don't question, how do I look? How will I look? How do I sound? How will I sound? You won't know if you don't put it out there. You won't know. And I'm telling you something following the plan, obviously as a believer, it's a little easier for me because I have a prayer life, right? I talk to the Lord about why I'm here. So I know that I'm putting my hands to my assignments here on earth, right? So when you know your purpose, you're equipped with those things to produce. So even if it's not perfect yet, you're still going to get some form of traction. You're still going to see some level of production. And again, as I said, the path is going to self-correct you, right? If you're going down this path and you have a goal that's this way and you're looking at the goal, you're checking back and forth, looking at what you're writing, you can start to see, oh, I need to adjust here so that I can make sure that I'm on the path to get to that goal. Really quickly, and I'll get to the last one. I think I told you guys, I'm on Instagram, on social media, just kind of sharing different things that I do, sharing my real estate business, growing, learning, sharing reels. And all of a sudden, I just get a notification from Instagram, hey, your reels, you're eligible to get paid. What? I didn't even know my content was reaching like that. I didn't know that it was that good, or however you want to say that, it was hitting milestones to where I was eligible to get paid. And so now that I see that I can get paid, I'm honing in more on what content, what I want to focus. I'm self-correcting along the way, right? But I didn't wait and say, well, let me make sure I know exactly how to do this, how to add captions, how to add sound, how to do voiceovers, when I tell you I'm learning so much of that stuff now, so much of it, okay? It's self-correcting. The path is self-correct. So I am not overthinking. And this leads me into way number 5, okay, to improve your execution. And I'm telling you guys, this is probably the most important. Oh, this is probably the most important. Believe in yourself. I wish you guys could feel the passion that's in my heart when I say that. Believe in yourself. Too many of you are out here trying to produce and trying to execute, trying to live up to certain standards, live up to certain people, trying to just, produce your goals, and you don't believe in yourself. So you're not executing at that high level. It's really easy to not produce when I don't believe in myself. But when I know that I'm it for this space, when I know that if I don't, it doesn't matter how many other people are producing here. If I don't produce here, there's literally something missing. When you know that, you execute at a high level. When I tell you guys, there are literally over 1 million realtors, like no exaggeration, over. In Michigan, over like 100,000. Over, like more than that. I just checked today, and I was in like the top 100 for production for the month. This is October, and that was huge, right? But I'm in the top 100. So there's other people that are higher than me. I literally think I was maybe number 83, right? So that's 82 people that were better than me. But do you guys know that I believe in myself so much that I know that if I stop selling real estate, there's a level of faith that has walked away from this industry. There's a level of kindness, okay? There are just some mean agents out here that have walked away from this industry. There's a level of mentorship that has walked away from. That is how much I believe in myself, and I need you to believe in yourself in the exact same way. And I need you to start writing those things out and reciting those things to yourself. I believe in myself, and I know that if I don't produce, then this is what's missing in this industry. That is what's missing in this industry. This part of my personality, this part of my eye, this part of my creativity, this part of my character is literally missing because I don't believe in myself. Oh, y'all, because it took a while for me to get here, so I get it if you're not there. But I am here to encourage you this week. I just want you to focus, and I know usually I try not to give you guys too much, but this was really on my heart in a way that I wanted to encourage you to improve your execution, so we're not out here just moving and doing any and everything and not fulfilled. 1, don't say what you don't plan to do. 2, get accountability partners. 3, write it down. 4, don't overthink it. Do it, and the path will self-correct. And 5, believe in yourself. Listen, if that video meant absolutely anything to you, I want you to comment, I want you to like. Hopefully you're already subscribed. If not, do so. And I want you to go and have an amazing week. If you are in real estate, looking to get in real estate, I am looking for more partners. I want to partner with agents who are excited about this field, who are looking for growth. Please shoot me a text, give me a call, and let's do this thing together. I'll see you in the next video.